This is the last tour of the year. I'm so excited to show you all the things that are still alive and are still going. I have one surprise that I can't wait to show you. It's one of my prized possessions. I'm super surprised that it's going in December with 2 frosts. Survived 2 frosts. And our temperatures range from 64 to 44 degrees Fahrenheit average. So not too bad for December. And the plants, they seem to be doing okay. And stay tuned for the next couple videos because I'm going to show you some of my plans for the spring, what seeds I'm going to reorder, and for all my beginners. I'm going to create a video just for you on all the things that I've learned so far throughout this year. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's get started. This is what the garden looks like right now. And I'm really excited to show you how my garlic is doing. Can you see the garlic? Sorry about the way the sun is hitting the beds right now, but let's come down to their level so you can see. How gorgeous! I'm so excited. Most of them germinated. I think I have an empty spot right there and there. I think out of all of them, just 2. And I just recently added some more hay to just protect the soil a little bit better. I think I have a random carrot growing here, and my calendula is doing good. I didn't realize that this area did receive sun the entire time, so that's really good planning for next time. My sweet potato, yeah, yeah, she's doing pretty bad, and I'm definitely gonna do some more of these. This is the flowering kale, and this area seems to be its favorite. That's some fennel that's doing really good. Let me come over here. I had added some lettuce seeds on this side, but I think because this side really has complete shade, I think I should have germinated them inside or indoors instead and then planted them here afterwards. But the Asian greens are doing fabulous. Even these chives in the back that receive mostly shade. Cilantro, I don't know what this is. This is a volunteer and I was going to take it out yesterday, but I don't know what these little berries are, so I was curious. Maybe you guys know what that is. So we have some dill that I still love to touch, and the parsley, and this volunteer lettuce. My sweet potato, yeah, all of the sweet potatoes. I think this one's doing much better than the other one, but I did have 3 in this area. The only lettuces that have germinated and are doing okay are the ones on this side. I think this is the side that gets a little bit of sun. Yeah, see that? Those are 2 volunteer lettuces that I think are decorating that bed really, really well. Okay, on this side, I removed the basil and a lot of the tomatoes. I did clean them up, but you know, we still have some tomatoes. I didn't want to remove everything completely. The sweet potato in here is doing the same as the other ones. The one I'm really excited for are these strawberries. Look how gorgeous! Like, I have strawberries. I have strawberries. I'm not sure how these do in the winter, but with the frost they did pretty well. I didn't cover them the first time and they're still going. I've got a tomato, or a couple tomatoes over there. It did have another one and it fell not too long ago. And these tomatoes seem to be doing okay. They're still going. I'm just gonna leave them for now to see what they do. And I have some strawberries in here. These are my strawberries that I planted from seed this year, and they're still going. Okay, the bean bed is looking pretty sad. I had a zinnia there that I removed. I cleaned these beds yesterday. I've got this carrot that I can't wait to harvest because it's looking pretty big. Let me see if we can see it. But you see that carrot? Oh my gosh. Like, that is a big carrot. It's just one carrot. One of the, I don't know, 30 that I seeded here when it was too hot. Learned my lesson there. And then the beans, I'm actually letting them dry so that I can collect the seeds. But look at these pods, they look pretty cool. Some of these beans I should have moved over to get dry a little bit, but it happens. Then I have some peas that I added in here that really didn't do well, but I think it's because they don't get any sun, or not too much sun. These onion chives are pretty cool. I had this, I think this is a broccoli that just appeared. I'm not sure if that was a volunteer or not. And over here I've got some more beans. Look, and this one pretty much lost all its leaves, but I have a lot of beans. Still have a lot of beans over here. So I'll collect some seeds. And then this nasturtium, she's doing really well, even with the frost. I added these calendulas in these pots and they're doing okay. And over here I've added a lot of carrots, so maybe this area will do good. My peppers, I haven't harvested peppers, but they're loaded. These are serrano, and I have some habanero, and then these are my jalapenos. And then down here I was cleaning this one up. This is my marigolds. I cleaned some of it up, but I left a lot of these little pods because I'm collecting the seeds. Seeds are inside, so if I pull this out, let's see if we can do it with one hand. There we go. All of these are the seeds. So I want to collect the seeds because I really love these. They get really full, very yellow, and these actually, if you cut them and put them inside in a vase, they last a really long time. The oregano over here really is growing. I think it really loved its spot. I don't know anything about oregano, but these little, I guess these are seed pods, I'm not sure. They look pretty cool. The eucalyptus is going. It's not as big as I would hope it would be, but it's there. And I snuck calendulas everywhere just to see how they would grow, and they're doing okay. And I think this is a dill here. I think it was, the other one was a dill. And then my lemon balm, I think I had 2 lemon balms in here. And then all my little seedlings that I added are doing well. I think except for the Swiss chard. They're just little bitty here. I was really hoping to see these because I love the color, but I have some dill there, and there. They're doing okay. And if I come over here, you can see my sunflowers, which these look a little bit terrible. They're still up there, but they're not as cute as I thought they would be. My nasturtiums here didn't do well with frost, that one or this one, but if you notice, we've got some growing in there. So maybe we can still keep those. Over here, this is an eggplant that the frost took most of its leaves, but we have a lot of new growth. So I'm hoping that maybe we can still keep her alive. And then look at the cabbage. I just love the way cabbage looks as it's growing. It's just like a big giant flower. Over here's broccoli. So I let this one go to seed, and then look how gorgeous it is. And the bees are loving it. I didn't think we would have bees right now, but they're in here. And then on this side, it kind of leaned over. We had some really bad winds, and I just let it do its thing. But you see, I've got a broccoli head there. Super excited for that one. Maybe we get another one here. These don't get a lot of sun, so you can tell the difference. This raised bed receives maybe a portion of the sun on this side. But everything else, I mean, it's still going, I think, even though it's in the shade. I still have some snapdragons that are blooming, even in the shade. And Swiss chard over here, it hasn't grown much, and I think that needs a lot more sun. Marigolds, had a little bit of damage, but we're still blooming. Beautiful colors. Let me come over here so I can get some shade, maybe? No, maybe not a good idea. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I've been waiting to show you this for a while, and this is my star of the garden right now. Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? No, I'm just kidding. Let's come back and show you how gorgeous this sunflower is. This is one sunflower. It's Autumn Beauty. It's the end of December and I have a sunflower that's that big and that gorgeous. I'm still amazed of the amount of blooms and how large it is. I think this is a 10-foot sunflower. Let me get a close-up so you can see how gorgeous these sunflowers are. And first big mother sunflower already lost his petals, and it's funny how you can tell the difference. Where the sun is on the right there in front of it. All of the blooms are now opened, and then on this side there's no blooms that are ready yet. They're getting there, but it's so funny. One side is open and not the other. So we come back. This is another one that just finished blooming. I'm gonna collect the seeds. Sorry about the shade. But over here, I had some zinnias and I have some lavender, which is actually doing good. This lavender here, I think it doubled its size already from the nursery. And then over here, I snuck in some more calendulas in there. In this bed, I had a lot of other things, but because I had the rodents, they kept eating everything, so I just left it the way it was. And these zinnias, I need to clean them up, but actually I was still enjoying the little bit of color that I had left. Over here where my rodents ate my peppers, they try to come back, but I do have some peppers that are growing, so maybe we can get something out of these plants. But another one died, and then those are just, they need to go. Sorry about my shade. The rosemary is doing okay. That one's turning a little bit yellow, so I think I need to add some more compost. And here's the other zinnia volunteer, which I told you guys, I really liked how they just kind of trail out of the bed. I think I'm gonna do that again next year. The potato vine is still going, even though it had some frost issues, but I think I really like the color that it gives in the entrance. And then if you come over here, I don't want to miss this bed, but I had the marigolds here that are pretty much done. I'm going to collect the seeds from these as well. I started doing some more cleanup. Over on this corner, I have some peas that, let's see, maybe, oh, I thought that was one. They look okay. Oh, look, one's flowering. Oh, wait, I have a pea. Look at that, that's my very first one. I guess it liked it. This side is much better than the other side. I've got to check what variety this is because this has done the best here. And then I have a lot of weeds in here that I need to come back and clean up. I don't know what this is. But in between here, I added some cilantro. So we got some cilantro in there. I got to make sure I don't pull that one. And this is a Mexican marigold that has just stayed like this. No blooms and really didn't do much with the frost, so I like it. I'm hoping to get some blooms soon, maybe. Victoria Blue Salvia is still blooming. I really like this, but I think next year I'm gonna switch this one over to the orchard over there. I think it will do much better because it's just so crazy and it just doesn't look as good throughout the year. And back there, these are some really old Brussels sprouts that I just left there to see how things would do, and yeah, they're not doing so well. And this red cabbage just has a little stunt growth. Maybe we can get her to grow early next year. These over here are growing much better. I put those at the same time. And this nasturtium, I think I have 2 in here. Yeah, 2 nasturtiums that are surviving there. Oh, I wanted to show you this okra. Okay, so see how it's all bare? The frost took it. But look, we still have some new growth. Look, there's new growth everywhere. Same with the eggplant. These are pretty much done with the frost, but then we have new growth. So I'm just testing those out. I have some volunteer cilantro I'm excited for, and then some cabbage here that I don't know, I think because I have all this other stuff here, it's not giving it any sun. This plant is really taking over. I didn't expect that. It's huge. I did plant some stuff down here that is probably not doing well at all, you see. And then I've got some Brussels sprouts here. I planted these the same time I did those. You see the difference? Yeah. This one's huge. I think this is Brussels sprouts, but I don't see any. Yeah, I think it might be it. Let's see. I don't know. It's either Brussels sprouts or broccoli, but I think it's Brussels sprouts. So stay tuned for the next videos because I will share the tips, the things that I learned, and I'm actually going to go through and inventory everything that I will reseed again and reorder because they are must-haves. Like, for example, this gorgeous sunflower. Like, it is so tall and it's so gorgeous. And to believe that I actually planted like 8 of them in that little area. Can you imagine what would have happened? Definitely this one wouldn't have gotten this big because it needs a lot of room. The roots, I'm sure the roots are pretty deep. And anyways, definitely a lot of sunflowers, a lot of zinnias, smaller zinnias for sure, a lot of colors. So I think I'm gonna do, you know what, I'm not gonna tell you yet. This is just a tour. That's gonna be for the next video. Stay tuned for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being part of my journey for this entire year. I can't wait to show you what is in store next year, and I'm gonna add some stuff too. So anyways, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.